Hi, welcome back to my journal journey. Today I'm going to be creating my September spreads for my work journal. I did try once upon a time to have my work journal and my personal journal all as one thing. However, it didn't work for me. So now I've got my work journal which stays in my bag when it's not used. For September, I'm carrying on trying to use items that I purchased a long time ago. However, this can be used for any sticky note set that you have with gorgeous pictures. I know the range has done one recently with animals, which I did pick up. For this one, it's good old Paperchase with Little Miss and Mr. Men. I spent some time looking at the three main washi tapes and I compared them against my Tombow swatch page, and I matched up key colours in each of the washi tape, and I did have matching sticky notes so that these could be used throughout the spreads. For this page, because I'm doing cover teaching this year, it's just an ABC behaviour page, just in case I need to jot anything down for my own memory keeping, and a contact page. I am using a stencil that I made on my Cricut ages ago that has come in really handy. I do also have a larger uppercase and a larger lowercase stencil that I can use for key titles. However, this is probably the most commonly used one because it can create smaller titles, which is handy, especially when you're downsizing into an A5 journal, which is what I'm doing this year. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how much space I have got with the A5. I haven't really noticed it, and my weekly layouts that I've done have also transitioned over to this journal really well. These are quite simple setups, and for decoration I do use mainly stickers, sticky notes and washi tapes in this journal. As you can see, I've just glued the page, and I try and keep this journal as simple as possible. And although I like the weeklies to look the same, I do use different colours for each week, because I have found that having the exact same colours for the day titles and the same washi tape throughout all 4 weeks, I did it once and I got so confused that I ended up putting key events in the wrong week, so I'll never do that again. As you can see, I'm just using the corresponding colours to colour in the titles here, and then I do go on to use a very light Tombow grey to draw in some lines. At the end of the video there is a picture showing exactly what colours I did use for this setup. I did, when I first started journaling, use a ruler to rule in lines. However, I don't do that anymore, only because of the time it takes. And when I was moving the ruler away, I used to get smudge marks quite often, so it just wasn't worth it. And if some go a bit wonky, that's fine. For the ABC chart, it does usually get filled out into 3 columns, but I left it just as a plain sheet, and I can write the abbreviations down one after the other. For the first 2 days back at school, we've got teacher training days, so I've just done a page for training notes, because there's usually key points at the start of your training that I do often flick back to, so it's just a good place to house all of those. And my my inset space / meeting space per week is not as big, and it will not fit 2 days worth of notes in. I have to say, I'm really excited to go back to school. The only thing I'm not excited about is the early get-ups. Although I've managed to wake up early throughout the whole 6 weeks holiday, there's something slightly different of waking up and having to be up and motivated for work. This piece of washi tape didn't go down exactly straight how I wanted it. However, when I tried to reposition it, it did tear the page, so I've just left it wonky. And you can see the slight tear at the top. I love the colours of this whole setup because they're so bright and happy. The whole journal is turning out to be a really bright and happy journal, which is great at 7 o'clock on a Monday morning when you're at school. And then I did draw lines on that page as well. This page is my weekly setup. This has been my weekly setup for about 2 years now, and it just has space for key events for each of the day. I put the weekends together because they don't really need documenting in this journal. The only thing I tend to use them for is a shopping list if there's anything I need for the next week. I split the opposite page into 3 sections. When I've got a class, the top right hand section just shows who my star of the week is and little notes like that. The top left hand section is my briefing notes, and the bottom section is for any notes from staff meeting. I'm just cutting out my calendar tab. These tabs I make in Procreate. I've got a template that I use, and I just print them onto 21 per sheet sticker paper. I did use a stencil once upon a time to do all my titles, but when I set up 2 months at a time, it can become a very long process. So I did last year move to stamps. The very long section on the left hand side is for my to-do list, which I just have one key to-do list throughout the whole week. And the next thing to put in is the days of the week. These days of the week stamps are from Stationery Pal, and they have got so much use. I'll just pop it on the colour. I do tend to handwrite all of the dates in, just because it's the quickest, and as I say, I set up 2 months at a time, and I do like it as simple as possible so that I can get the most amount of notes. Some weeks get absolutely jam-packed, other weeks end up pretty sparse, but that's the beauty of having all this space. I do like to add a little bit of decoration for each week, so again that's stickers, sticky notes and washi tape that I use for these. I did have a colleague ask me at the end of last year, what do you do if you make a mistake? And my answer is usually I just stick a sticker over it. If there's something that I'm not happy with, I just pop a sticker on there. And that is my termly overview and my month of September. Thank you for watching.